You know, when you say Nigerians, everybody will just turn. You know, for those of you that doesn't know um, things about Nigeria, put your seat closer. I want to tell you something about my country that probably you've not heard before. Okay? So put your seat closer. Let's talk about Nigeria, the country called Nigeria. That great country in West Africa. Let's talk about that country. I'm going to tell you some things about this, my great country, that will shock you. Even I'm shocked. Do you get what I'm saying? So put your seat closer. Nigeria is not an easy country. Some people say Nigeria is not a country. Yes, they are right. Some people say Nigeria is not a country. Yes, they are right. Nigeria is not supposed to be one country. Yes, they are right. And I will give you the proof in a minute. Just relax. Let me get prepared for this, because this information, it will bust your head. Okay? All right. So the country called Nigeria is a great country. Yes, it's a great country. And there are things that made it great. There is no smoke without fire. Remember that. There is no smoke without fire. I want to give you a little bit things about Nigeria that will make you realize the reason why Nigerian people are like this, why they are like me, why they are like that, why they are like this. Yes, let me give you some reasons why we are like that, because we're not easy. We're not easy. All right. The size of Nigeria as a whole, I don't have it here with me. I would have tell you the size of Nigeria. Then I would have asked you to compare that size with other countries. Nigeria is not big based on the land map. It's not big. It's a small country, but we are so much inside with different spirits, different level, different everything, different everything from good to the bad to the ugly. You find it in this country. That's why it's a giant of Africa. Okay, the giant of Africa. So Nigeria, you can hear that there is part of Nigeria, the east. They call themselves the Biafras. They want to be out of Nigeria. And that east, that is Biafra, they speak Igbo language, all right? They want to be out of Nigeria. The war has been on probably before I was born. I don't know. But what is the message, what is the information I'm about to send to you here? The reason why Nigerian people are so tough, the reason why we are so hard, the reason why we are so smart, the reason why we are so clever, the reason why we are Nigerians that you know or that you heard of, few reasons I want to give you. Nigeria has the most languages in the whole world. Okay? Nigeria has the most languages in the whole world. So let's assume if the languages in the whole world, there are 2 million, Nigeria is half of those languages. Did you get what I'm saying? Nigeria is half of those languages. Okay, for example, Nigeria has 36 states in Nigeria. And in that 36 states, we speak different languages, to the point we don't have a general language in Nigeria. If you have 100 Nigerians in a room, they communicate with English. Without English, they don't have a general language. Most African language has a general language. You know what I'm saying? But Nigeria doesn't have. It's because of this thing I'm telling you. The tribes are too much. The culture are too much. To the point where if you are driving 60 kilometers per hour, before you drive for 2 minutes, you will get to a place where they speak different language. So many you can literally walk from one tribe back to another tribe. You can walk. You don't have to ride the bike. You don't have to get into a bus. You will just walk to the next place, is a different language. Walk from there to the different place, is a different language. So every different language has their culture. They has their belief. But Nigeria is a small place altogether. So if Nigeria has 800 languages, that is 800 cultures in Nigeria. So if you have the opportunity to travel to 300 places in Nigeria, which is no more than 2 million square meters or whatever, you've already visited 300 culture, which means you've been to Germany, Italy, Spain, France. You know what I'm saying? That is one of the reasons. So we Nigerians, we have so many languages, and that is why we don't have peace, to be honest. Because when something good happens to you, before you extend that good to the Nigerians, you first think of your family, your immediate family. You first give to your immediate family, which are closer to you. Then after that, you will not think of your extended family. You will not think of your tribal people. You will not think of your state before you think of Nigerians. Am I communicating? Leave your comment below if I'm making sense out of nothing, because that's what this show is all about, So our languages that are too much is one of our major problems in Nigeria. If I thank God that we never get tribal war. My time, we never get tribal war, you know what I'm saying? But the way our languages are much, tribal war should have been, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy. But there is one thing: God gave Nigerian men strong hearts, bold mind, you know, smartness to hustle. But He gave them one thing. I'm talking about Nigerian men. He gave them one thing: spirit of fear to die, spirit of fear to fight for your right. If a Nigerian man is going to fight for their right and they know that it's risk, it might take their life or it might keep them few days in cell, in prison cell, a Nigerian man will leave it. He will leave it. He will go and hustle another and let you take that one. A typical Nigerian man want to make money to impress and oppress. A typical Nigerian man don't want to suffer. A typical Nigerian man don't want to be in jail. Typical Nigerian man will give you all they have for his freedom. Because he knows he can make that money again. But don't try with Nigerian women, no, you will be wrong. Don't try with Nigerian women. Nigerian women, they have minds. They are confident. You know what I'm saying? I will talk about Nigerian women on my next video. But I'm just talking about Nigeria and the men today. You know what I'm saying? So our languages are much, and it's the genesis of our trouble, to be honest. It's the genesis of our problem in Nigeria. Too many languages. Actually, I'm from Delta State. I'm Isoko North. Okay? I don't know how many Isoko we have. My brother was telling me the other day that they are up to 6 or 7. I don't know. I only know my Isoko, which is Ozoro. You know what I'm saying? And in Edo State, where I was born and raised, you know, I was born and raised in Edo State, you know. In Edo State, I don't know how many languages we have there, but I know we have so many languages in Edo State as well. So Edo and Delta State, I will use Edo and Delta State to make good example for you. If you watch Edo and Delta State, we speak English very well. And there is a reason for that. Our broken English, we speak it very well. Even when it comes to the real simple and correct English, we are good at that as well. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. The reason why we Benin, we communicate, like if you meet two Benin people, two Edo people, they communicate in English. You meet two Delta people, they communicate in English. But if you meet two Hausa, they communicate with their language. Two Igbo, they communicate with their language. Two Yorubas, they communicate with their language. Even though if they meet in a foreign land, they say, are you Yoruba, they will just start speaking their language. It's fair, it's nice. But when it comes to Edo and Delta, two brothers, they are speaking English. There is a reason. Let me tell you the reason why. Because in those states, our languages are too much. Our languages are much. So we didn't have a general language. We don't have a general language. So because we don't have a general language, we communicate with English. That is the reason why we all speak broken English. Imagine our mother, they speak broken English to us. We were born with broken English, they speak broken. That's why we are perfect in broken English. So we can twist broken English the way we want. So Edo and Delta, when they speak broken English, you can tell that this broken English is from Edo and Delta. Because our languages are too much, so that is only how we communicate. But if you go to Yoruba land, or Hausa land, or Igbo land, you can see people speaking their dialect in the market, in the street, even in their home. But Edo and Delta, our language is too much. That's why we are good in broken English, because that is the only way we can communicate. All right? Am I making sense? All right, thank you very much. There's another thing I want to tell you about Nigeria as well that might be helpful if you want to know about Nigerians. Nigerians, we are very hardworking and we don't relent. We're smart. You know, a typical Nigerian, when you tell Nigeria 1 + 1, they don't want to tell you 2 yet. They are thinking of 11 because they are not sure. You know, they always want to be a trendsetter. And Nigeria want to be a trendsetter. In Nigeria, don't like to follow. They like to lead. It's just in their blood, you know. It's just in their blood. So big up Nigeria. Big up to all Nigerians in the world, you know. They are great hustlers, great mind, you know. Yes, big up Nigerians. So I'm sure I've told you something about my great country that inspires you. Non-Nigerians, I'm talking about. Leave your comment below if you made some sense from the talk show.